Please welcome Norm Macdonald. How you doing, Norm?
I'm all right, man. I'm doing good. I'm having fun. I came here on the airplane and stuff.
You always kill with that line.
I know.
You got the sitcom. It's all.
Yeah.
You're living high on the hog. It's all going good for you.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
No, not everything, but everything. You know, a lot of things, right? I don't know.
Yeah. You seem all shifty and nervous about something. You're hiding something, aren't you?
No.
See, people don't know you the way I know you.
Right.
This guy likes to have a good time.
I like to, I drinks a bit.
That wasn't what I was talking about.
Oh, what were you talking about?
I was just saying you have a good time. It's a real innocent thing to say, and then you get right into the drinking.
Occasionally I like to drink a beer. You know, I like regular drinks. I don't like.
I mean, you said you sometimes you have a little too much to drink, maybe.
One time I drank a super amount, and I'd only been
a super amount, right?
It was when I was a young guy. I'd only drunk like 8 or 9 times in my whole life. I never had gotten really drunk, but I had drinks. And I went out with my buddies and I was drinking, and they were having those crazy drinks. All of a sudden I was really drunk. And then a guy gave me some pills. Like he said, "Hey, you want some pills?" And I said, "Yeah, all right." So I ate the pills. And you're not supposed to eat pills while you drink.
I think even if you're not drinking, it's not a good idea when someone goes, "You want a bunch of pills?" Yeah.
I know.
Combining the two.
This guy was a decent guy. He was a bouncer. No. But so I said, yeah. So these pills, they just make you like 100 times drunker. So then I'm really drunk. And then like time passed, but I don't remember. And then my friends are like, "Hey, let's go." I'm like, "Why don't you guys go? Where are you going to, why go?" Right? Like we're in a bar drinking, right? And like it doesn't seem right. You don't want to go home, and watch I Love Lucy or something. So you're like, "Hey, I just stay here. I'll make new friends," right? So I was like real drunk, and everybody was like cool. It was like a Western. It had a jukebox, one of those. Guy gives you a whole bottle there, and you go, "Ah," and then
that's what you do when you're drinking. You a pirate all of a sudden?
And then it was the funnest, man. There was a big fat bearded guy there, and I was hanging with him, real drunk. All of a sudden, right, I'm like, oh man, I can't remember anything. I remember like I sort of fallen into a pool table or something like that.
Right.
And then I wake up, right, and it's like I'm in a bed. I look beside. There's the fat bearded guy beside me.
No, really?
Yeah. So I go, oh Lord God, I had sex with the fat bearded guy. And at the time, like I never had sex before in my life.
Yeah.
And I always thought it's probably going to be with a lady. You know what I mean? So then I looked over, and the weird thing was, instead of us being in the same bed, he's in a separate bed, right? Like we have 2 separate beds.
It's like twin beds.
Twin beds. So then I'm like, wait a minute, now this is weird, because why would we be in separate beds? Is he like an old-fashioned gay guy, And then, right? But
he has the good values, yeah. So we're not married yet.
There's no such thing, of course, as an old-fashioned gay guy. They're the most decadent people. So I said, what? With sex, they enjoy sex like crazy,
We mustn't generalize.
No, we mustn't generalize.
No, but go ahead.
Seriously, if there was a bathhouse for straight guys, we wouldn't be able to have sex 9, 10 times a night anyway. So anyways, I'm with, they love sex, it's a good thing. But I'm beside the fat bearded guy. I go, holy Lord. Anyways, it turns out, not a gay man at all. Turns out this guy, when I blacked out, had checked me into a rehab.
No.
Yeah.
And she's in there with you?
Yeah, so I got robes and a slipper, and they wouldn't give me my clothes back. And I had to stay in there for 3 days. And they're like, "You're an alcoholic." I go, "No, I'm not." And then apparently that's what alcoholics say too, So then for 3 days I had to stay there. I had to go to AA meetings, and I'd only been drunk like 9 times. So they're like, what's your worst one? I go, I guess the 9th one was bad, you know?
Right.
That was, and when did you hit bottom? I said, I don't know. The cool part of it was the girls all get up, right? And all their stories are all the same. Whenever they hit bottom,
right.
Every story is the same. They're like, oh, when I hit bottom, you know, I a guy for a drink, you know? And you're like, oh. You know, every time. Yeah.
Couldn't we just take them out of the studio for the Norm part and then bring them back? Get a salad guard up, something?
So anyways.
All right, well, that's a nice story.
No, but it's a serious illness, you know. Alcoholism. It's an illness. It's an illness, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good illness because you get, you know, there's not a lot of illnesses you get to be drunk all the time.
Yeah, I know. That's a corker. You hang on one second.
Okay.
We're gonna we haven't even scratched the surface with Norm. So hang on. We'll be right back. Stick around.